sometimes coming over me. Imagine. When you want to make things that isn't defined by things, it's very hard to find a word. But I think all in all, the word freeform just felt the most relatable. But as a music and a style, I think it's still a mentality. If I were to tell you the formulas that make up that, then I am already limiting myself. So yeah, freeform. It's more mentality. Yeah. I'm a big fan of like having different rhythms go at the same time. But when you follow the metronome and the clock, like as long as you have a stable rhythm going, you can have all these weird things happening. 2, 3, 4. I feel like making music my whole life and starting as a kid, not having the sort of parameters around what you must create or can create. And also just because we never told to follow something, right? You know, so that mentality is very shock towards like why you can keep exploring and not feel like it's like wrong, like, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's maybe go faster. Let's go 100. So my band just broke up in I was in poly. Then after that I went back to my amachi's house. She's my grandmother. Then I went there, then my cousin is there. And then she's like a computer whiz. Then one day she's like, hey, check out this software, you know, it's called Fruity Loops. So it's like, she's like, hey, cool then like immediately, you know, you can make all this like trance beats but as loops And I had fun I remember like I made a MySpace account. I called myself DJ Fatso. I didn't have 4 songs, but all like 20 seconds long. It's just like whack. Then suddenly I heard this guy. His name is Gold Panda. And then I heard the music. I was like, what the hell is this? This is so interesting. There's like everything in music that I like. But it's like electronic. That will allow me to realize that like you need to look at music differently when you make like computer music or electronic music. You cannot see it as like when we create like stuff with the guitar or anything live per se. Even if you add a synth, we cannot see that. Electronic music is not human music. So the emotions also can be, you know, not human-like, you know. So like I find like electronic music just allowed me to venture into spaces where my mind was already at, but I could never express it with just a guitar and a few effect pedals. They were never enough. Before class, I had these 3 set of tapes called Oh Fuck, Wah Fuck, Ayo Fuck, Another Beat Tape. So like I was exploring all the Singapore stuff from the 60s and making them to beats. And when you're learning sampling in the sort of 90s era stuff, I mean, it's just sampling old music Like I just realized that, how come not a lot of people do it So that being said, when I came to class, it was like a no-brainer. Class is the first one where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna make like typical ass beats that people know and can dance to. And use like, you know, these like Malaysian samples that I found to justice, you know, by like supporting that you know. When like album came out, some guys came up to me and say, bro, why you never tell me you're doing this? You know, I've got all these rare Malaysian records. I'm like, but that's not the point. The point is you could give me rare, you also could give me popular. The whole idea was to come out as the same. I realized that the only way to create an identity without saying, you know, look at me, I'm Southeast Asia, is to just take popular music. Because I did everything on YouTube, right? That's what YouTube was, you know. Unlike the rare records, I didn't realize I was listening to popular Malaysian songs from all the races. And then all the races come to me, where the Indian guys say, hey bro, you know, this one is like drinking song, or like, I'm like, wow, really? I didn't hear of Gawat sample, I didn't even know until then. Until when I found, I was like, what on earth is this? And I think like that's why popular music is the thing that helps help it stand out without you actually needing to be like, you know, put a gong sound here put a this like no, like I think the samples are meant to stick out. That's why after a while even the album doesn't belong to me. The album belongs to the people that make it, and it technically belongs to everyone. There is no such thing as like I feel stifled here making music. It is more like because of my lifestyle and my actions. You know, when I create, you know, I just do, and it will, and whatever cause and effect, is always inevitable lah. Whether it's just things, just just do like tak perlu, just like don't care, just do. That just do thing I think is something that boggled me, and then I did it lah.